this deck. If you haven't seen this deck before, you're probably going to want to go back and watch some of it on my YouTube channel after the fact. This is the fastest, most degenerate deck in Modern. This deck is capable of winning on the very first turn of the game, thanks to the very fair and balanced card, Simian Spirit Guide. So we're just gonna hop right on into the queue. This deck is an exploration. This is one of those decks where we don't expect to win matches with it. We count the small victories when we win games with it. So I think we won an entire match last time we played it, though, if I recall. This deck, yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I was just about to say, this deck you want to be on the draw. So to keep things nice and balanced, Simian Spirit Guides unite. Yep. Oh my god, I just chose to play. Oh my god, I talked about it, and then I did a social media thing, and then I messed it up. I messed it up, chat. I messed it up. We had the turn 1 and I messed it up. Oh no. Oh no. This hand's very good. Is it very good? I don't actually know. Oh, I'm so tilted. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, chat. We're fat and stupid. We're fat and there's nothing smart and thin about what's going on here. We're just the fattest, stupidest person. Unfollowed, unsubbed. Where are the fat and stupid emotes? Put a card face into play. Karnhead is definitely the fat, stupid emote. Alright, I'm gonna name Faithless Looting here. And then hopefully the looting's gonna draw us into Goryo's Vengeance. Yeah, we'll blame the Dayquil, right? Hey, thank you for the biddies. Want to be beetle? I think I might have missed a donation earlier too. Bump Esper Control for standard. We'll do Gabriel Paints. What do you think of MTG Arena's passing priority problem? Hey, that's not really a problem. That's a feature. And you have the ability to bluff when you want to bluff. Okay, so I get to ditch these. I get to spoils for Goryo and Goryo's Vengeance to kill them next turn. The boot is 3 months. Zaboot. Gives him Zaboot. Zaboot. Cast search for Azcanta. Das Boot, ja. Alright, chat. I ain't scared. We just cast the spoils, no fear. This here's Demonic Tutor. Yeah! Yeah, Demonic Tutor! Demonic Tutor! Yeah! Demonic Tutor! Boo-doo-doo-doo! Doo-doo-doo-doo! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo! Alright. I ain't the OP be bluffing, chat. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Come at me, Hallowed Fountain. My food's here. I'll be right back. What a tilt, chat. When you think it's your Jimmy Johns and it's somebody running for McLean County Board District something or other. What a tilt. What a tilt. Oh no. Oh no. We missed. We missed, chat. How could we miss? We could technically still do it. We could find Fury of the Horde and red cards. We're not just dead, we're just mostly dead. What a tilt. We cast 2 spoils and didn't die. I'll be damned if we're not gonna combo here. Oh no. Oh no. Chat, things aren't looking good for our hero, chat. Oh no, we were so close! We were so close! How could we be so close and fail? Oh. Yeah, we can pull Goryos for next turn. It's like we're not just dead, but we can try it again next turn. Do I want to ditch? Do I want to keep both pulls? I think I want to ditch these 2. No, I don't think I want to keep both pulls because they can counter the Goryos. I think I want to keep the mana to play around Logic Knot. I think I just want as much mana as possible to play around Logic Knot. No, I think casting Powder and Looting again is wrong because I have to hit double red card on there, which I think is not good enough. All right, so they can Logic Knot for X's 2 at the moment. It doesn't play around Knot Pikes. Our Goryo's Vengeance gets knotted. All right, well, if they don't have a Dispel, they're dead. If they don't have a Dispel, they're statistically dead. We could brick off again here, but I would like the record to reflect that we've tried. This is like the weirdest game I've ever played with this deck. Chat, you can't path Narset. She has hexproof. Play more Commander. All right, sweet. We got there. We got there. Cast Fury of the Horde. Trigger Narset. All right, there's a Relentless Assault. We're waiting on an Enter the Infinite here, chat. If we hit Enter the Infinite, we can cast Emrakul and win the game. Holy crap. How are we bricking? What's live? Oh, store's live. Got it. Just noticed username suite. I'm afraid I'm becoming attached to my sub Shovel Jeff. I think I'll stick around. Yeah, we have to cast this looting here. Yay, we found a Relentless Assault. God bless, God bless. So you get to cast this one. I mean, if they can kill the Omniscience, I'll just play another one. We can cast these until end of turn, chat. Where be my Enter the Infinite? Holy crap, did that just hit nothing? Did that just hit nothing? Good lord, this deck. So there's 4 Enter the Infinite in 12 cards here, right? So statistically, it's impossible to die, right? We just spoils and it's impossible to die. So we spoils for Enter the Infinite because there's only 8 non-Enter the Infinite cards in our deck. Man, this is easily the most time we've ever cast spoils in a game and not Enter the Infinite. Wait, if I enter, what if we spoils past? All right, it's fine. All right, so we'll cast Enter. We'll draw the cards in our deck. All right, we'll throw Enter back on top of our deck. And now we'll pull from Eternity the Emrakul we went past earlier. This has been like the single greatest game I've ever played with this deck, and it's not close. Will Goryo's Vengeance the Emrakul back into play? No, I'm putting an Emrakul into play, chat. Yeah, I am killing them. Listen, I don't care if they're at 3. I want to perfect them out of the game, okay? I want to take all of their tools along with them. Good night. Good night. This game has showed some of the lines that are possible with this deck. I'm cheering 1 bit for each land an opponent plays during this league. So here's unexpected 3 bits. All right. So 3 copies of Boseiju in. Board out. I think it's just Enter the Infinite is usually what I trim. That sounds right. This deck has play to it, right? I don't think I want to board out spoils because I like gambling. I'll trim 1. Split the difference here. Emmy didn't even hit because of first strike. Her trigger resolved, okay? Her trigger resolved. Yeah, sorry, you want to trim Omniscience, not Enter the Infinite. All right, I'm gonna mute myself for a hot second and eat some of this sandwich. So Gorks, I'm actually just gonna go straight through today. Rather than doing an evening stream, since it's Thursday and not Wednesday, I can just stream straight through. So we're gonna play this league with Narset Ganon. We're gonna play a league with Black White Super Friends. Then we're just gonna roll right into Standard. Just do like a solid 10 hours or so. 10, 12, yeah, however long it takes. So this hand's not particularly exciting, but I think most hands with Faithless Looting and lands are keep. We didn't get Rest in Peace. That's we're gonna consider not getting Rest in Peace a win for the home team. So it was the second card there, but I actually wanted it to go through more cards than that because ideally we would have spoiled past a Narset there so we could pull from Eternity Narset into our discard pile. So like while every Goryo's Vengeance that doesn't kill you is a gift, that one didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. For Jimmy John's, I just do their veggie sandwich, add onion. Because their veggie sandwich doesn't come with onion by default for some reason. Yay, Serum Powder! Yay, Serum Powder! Yeah, sounds fine. Looking for a Goryo's Vengeance. We'll do this. Use all that. We're looting on one. My opponent didn't realize I put them on the play and F6 their first turn. So we got the play and the draw, chat. Are we about to be undefeated? I think we're about to be undefeated. They could have Surgical, chat. Blue-white does play 2 copies of Surgical with some consistency. I really hope we get Surgical here. I don't know that I'm prepared to win an entire game with this deck. Woo! Woo! I thought I was worried. I was about to be concerned for the health of Modern if we won an entire match. I'm glad they had the Surgical. I really am. For like Modern is this degenerate wasteland, but I was hoping that it wasn't quite this bad, right? Hooray! We lost! All right, how we doing, folks? Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time meme here on Twitch. I'm here playing Modern, Standard, all sorts of Magic, 30, 40, 50 hours a week. Civilized Scholar with the sub giftaroonie. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider doing like Scholar just did for Snowy Snow Wolf there, and subscribe to the channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me here. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support. By subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Harry's Razors would like to help you get that nice, close, clean shave. In fact, I've got a little bit of a neck beard going here. Need to use my Harry's Razors again here real soon. If you use code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleShave or harrys.com, you'll save $5 on your new starter kit with them. You get that for as little as $3 in the mail. Cardstore.com will love to help you turn your cards into other cards to other players. There's no haggling, and they just take 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or check out the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website already. If you go to my website, you can find my merch page, which has a bunch of my own custom playmats up there, plus a lot of other stuff past just Ink Gaming's things. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Thanks for dropping by today. If you are new and enjoying yourself, make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. I'll let you know when I go live and with what. If you're hungry for more of my content after I'm done being live today, be sure to check out my website, jeffhoagland.com, as well as my YouTube channel for more content on both of those places. This hand could potentially turn one, right? So I Gemstone Caverns, pitch the Serum Powder, spoils for Goryo's Vengeance, and then if I hit a land, I can pull Narset and then Goryo's next turn. So I think I'm gonna keep this. My wife is in charge of my hair, and she wants me to keep my hair. I don't care if I have hair or not, but my wife does. And the secret to a happy marriage is don't fight about things you don't care about. And I don't care what my hair looks like, and she does, so she gets to pick. Gosh, that's incredibly rude. How incredibly rude. This deck cannot win at instant speed. This deck, if you're the type of person that's into beating things and stuff, this is not a good deck for you. However, if you are a degenerate gambler and you would like to try to get some freebies here and there, this is a great deck. Twice in a row, the opponent has played a single-handed kills. What's your opinion on Runaway Red in Modern? None of the Steamkin decks that I've played in Modern so far feel particularly interesting or good. Wow, this hand is great. Holy crap. This is the turn one kill with Leyline of Sanctity in play. So we do this. We put her up there, we pull her from Eternity, we float black, we Goryos, just like the stone cold nuts. J Ray, I wish I could give more to see it sooner, but alas. That being said, please add green black zombies to the standard queues list from our website. Thank you for the support, J Ray. Hope your 4-month-old is doing well. Listen, chat, they're probably gonna give us that fat stubby D because we can never beat interaction. But if they don't have any interaction here, if their interaction was all discard spells, we're gonna kill him on turn one. This is why you play this deck, chat. It's not to win matches of Magic, it's for the getchas. It's for the games like this. I exiled Narset to Gemstone Caverns. This is the world's jankiest build your own into. Exile your Narset, pull it from Eternity. You can only have one cavern in play at a time, but you can float Gemstone Caverns, float mana with this one, and then play the second one. So this is legendary, but I can float black, play the new one, then keep the new one, make colorless, flute my piggy into play, concede to Stubborn Denial. This is basically Magic in its purest form. This is the purest form of Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna make sure this league is at the top of the Narset Canon playlist from now on, because this league has been so fantastic. Spell Snare gets you too. It's not even worth thinking about the number of cards you lose to, because you know what? It's okay. Some decks aren't supposed to beat things, okay? We don't beat things. We ask them, do they have things? And then when they say no, you kill them. So we hit 2 copies of Brilliant Ultimatum here, which is quite fantastic. So I'll start by casting one of those. So Brilliant Ultimatum flips the top 5 cards of our deck over. Our opponent sorts them into 2 piles. Then we cast one of those piles. So we will allow us to... We're going to cast whichever pile has Relentless Assault in it. Demonic Firefly, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Choose a pile to play for me. I choose pile 2. Thank you very much. So we'll do this. We'll fire Narset back up. I mean, we're not deterministic. We could technically miss. And I'm cutting Relentless Assault for 2 Gristle Pigs and 2 Nox. Well, that just sounds silly, Kavoth. That you might as well just play Gristlebrand at that point. Like, the point of this deck is to do the Narset thing, not to like have backup plans. If I wanted a deck that had backup plans, I'd play Gristlebrand. The point of this deck is to do silly things with Narset. Oh, Hemra Mama. The Hemra Mama is here, chat. The Hemra Mama is here, and she's taking us an extra turn. Choose pile 2. I'd like to cast this one. GG. The most important part about when you get to do this in paper is extending your hand and telling your opponent good game. It's very important to have good sportsmanship. Emphasize the good part of the good game. It was a good game of Magic. I would like the record to reflect that if we lose this match of Magic, it's not because our deck wasn't good enough, but my opponent has let me know in chat here that they are currently ghosting the stream, which for those that are new to Magic and streaming means they're currently watching our stream while we're playing, because they're so terrible at Magic the Gathering. In order to beat our deck that can barely win a game of Magic, they have to watch the stream while they're playing. I have no idea. Honestly, one of my favorite things about playing the friendly leagues on Magic Online is there's far less ghosting that happens on average, because most of the people that play friendly leagues on Magic Online are just like there to play Magic, not to farm points. Does it make you feel strong to play your tier 1 deck into my pile of garbage and ghost me? Does it make you feel like a real tough person? I'm just gonna move along. I don't need to play with a spooky ghost. We got to do our thing. Hey, Skip Dash, what are you doing? Skip, can you leave it on 10-minute follower mode for me? Please and thank you. What resources would you recommend I use for teaching myself upper level mathematics? I don't actually know Snap Cryptic. A lot of my math wasn't self-taught, so I did all my math through school. In fact, one of the reasons why I decided to get a mathematics degree as opposed to getting a computer science degree was because I was already writing code during undergrad, and I didn't want to pay a school to teach me how to code when I already knew how. Whereas mathematics, I found a lot more difficult to teach myself, so I did more traditional stuff that way. Choke on your hallowed fountain. a lot of the same principles you learn during a computer science degree apply to what the things that you learn during a math degree. A lot of the things you learn in both are about solving problems with tools that you have. So, in fact, one of the reasons that I am reasonable in doing software stuff is because of my experience with mathematics. This hand's pretty good. This hand's kind of slow. It doesn't kill till turn 2, but it's definitely a keep. I would like to keep the chat free of comments concerning the whole Todd Stevens thing. The only comment I'm going to make on it is, unless your intention is to support him, you should not watch his stuff. Don't give him a viewer number. That sends a very clear message. So let's just keep the chat free of those comments and focus on the Magic we're playing here. I'm going to time people out, including subscribers who mention him moving forward. Please and thank you. Oh no, another Serum Visions. I think you're going to die now, opponent. Okie doke. I plan to be live for the next, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours at least. So hang out here and watch Magic here. There are good teachers and bad teachers at most places in the world. It's generally not super unique to a specific school or subset of schools. Actually, it's funny, man, why are we so incredibly unlucky? That's so sad. I can't even like pull for red cards here because I don't have any red cards in my hand. What was I gonna say? So part of my time spent teaching after grad school. Oh, you know, I should have spoils. I should have spoils for another Goryo. I should have spoils for a Goryo so I could pull and then re-go next turn. I have a master's degree. I went and got my master's after I finished my undergrad because I got offered a position as a TA, so I didn't have to pay for school. And that'd be funny, sorry, to expand on my comment about teachers and schools in different places. After I finished my graduate degree, I actually taught at one of those for-profit schools, ITT Tech, which was actually closed down because of nonsense that they did. And while I'm sure that they were closed down for reasons that mattered and like their upper management, whatever, were doing funky things, they're actual as far as like the people that I met that taught at that school in relation to some of the people that I've met that have taught at other schools, which I'm not going to name. Like the teachers at the for-profit school really cared, and like the lower level folks. So like, I think like writing people off just generically because of like the school it is just nonsense as far as like teacher quality or like whether teachers care or not. All right, so I messed up there. I should have spoiled for Goryo so I could try and combo again next turn. There's definitely Nivik, I'm actually just gonna run straight through today. So Drakes will be up, after Black White Super Friends. Do you want me to wait and do it later? I mean, you could probably argue there's a lot of people that have a lot of schools. That's a waste of money. Just because your degree comes from an accredited university doesn't mean that it's not a waste of money. We give people degrees in history and English and other things like that that are never going to help them get jobs. Sounds good, Niv. Gosh, this hand is so close to being great. It just needs a. If I had a Narset in here, we could go real quick. We're gonna mulligan with Serum Powder here, though. This hand does not do anything, unfortunately. I feel personally attacked. Sure, but like, I'm just saying that any specific degree doesn't guarantee you a job. There's a lot more that goes into it than just that. Modern's a strange format, anime. I think we're done here. Let's try the next one. We've had a few good. We've had more good combo offs than I've expected so far this league. So let's just keep on trucking along. My favorite standard deck at the moment is Blue-Black Pirates. That deck's a lot of fun. I'm also super biased in that opinion, though, because I love tempo decks. And I think it's one of the better tempo decks in the format. Bilbo the Burglar, thank you for the 713 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yeah, you can find a whole bunch of standard decks on my website. Click the standard button at the top. I've not streamed Pirates with Rune Raider yet. We'll be doing that next time we play. I think this is a keep. So I can spoils for Goryo on one here. 5-color Lich is not currently in the queue. We played that for a second time already. How many standard decks do I think I'm gonna get to today? Probably 4. I think 4. Let's say 4. I'm doing one more modern deck after this. So we're gonna play Black White Super Friends in modern after this Narset League is done, and then we're gonna transition into playing 5 or 6 hours of standard. I didn't respond to Thoughtseize. No, I'd actually rather that they take the spoils of the vault than my Faithless Looting here. All right, now that they took my Faithless Looting, what am I doing? Am I spoilsing for another Faithless Looting here? So I need to get Narset in my bin, and I need to get a Goryo's Vengeance. Spoils for Narset, flashback looting. Yeah, spoils for Narset could also be reasonable. Yeah, that's probably the line. Yeah, I think I like spoils for Narset. The actual answer is that we don't have any objective or reasonable metrics to measure skill levels between the two platforms. And anybody who's saying otherwise is just making stuff up. All right, well, now if we draw Goryo's Vengeance, we could potentially kill them here. Steam Flugger Boss, thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. So unlucky. Oh, we went over 2 Goryos there, so I guess it's not too surprising. 5-color Lich, please and thank you. Will do. I'll get that added back in. Joke's on you, opponent. I guess I needed that mana. I needed that mana to cast my Goryos. We're dead. We're gonna die to the Hissing Quagmire next turn. Let's board in our Leyline of Sanctities and try and get them next game. We didn't die to our spoils of the vault though, chat. What you need to be willing to do when you play this deck is you have to appreciate the tiny victories, because it's the small victories that really allow you to revel in what's going on. You gotta thank them for the small gifts. If I played Arena, I would speculate the Arena skill level would be higher. Yee-ho! Yep. Look, all I'm gonna say is the Magic World Champion used Arena to prepare for the Grand Prix that he top 8'd last weekend, so you don't have to listen to me. I'm a full-time meme. Like, what in the heck do I know about playing Magic? But someone who's really good at Magic used Arena to prepare for their Grand Prix, so I think we're gonna lose because they're fun policing us. I had some there was so all right, good games. So I have Google alerts set up that email me notifications when my name appears in places on the internet. And one of the alerts sent me a message about this thread that someone had made on Reddit, and the thread was, "Is Jeff Hoagland overrated?" And I was like, one, I'm not sure that anybody's rating me, and two, I've played 2 Magic tournaments this year, which I top 8'd in top 16. So like, I think I'm okay, but I don't really care what you think, random person on the internet. That's a lie. I did care, and I was kind of hurt. I want to be rated nicely. But then I realized how incredibly stupid they were, because their biggest complaint was that I said you shouldn't play a double white card in a deck that only had nine white mana sources in it, and they were certain that that was incorrect. I was just like, oh god, you're so bad at math. And I hope that person somehow sees this clip and knows that I think they should wank off, because they're very bad at math. Ah, the old 04 versus 03. This is, we talking about competitiveness of Magic the Gathering. This is where the real competition happens, chat. So I need to draw a copy of Goryo's Vengeance here. But if we draw Goryo's Vengeance, we get to turn 1 them. And if we draw Faithless Looting, we get 2 more shots at turn 1ing them. So I'm gonna keep. World's jankiest build your own entomb, Asembo. If you twerk at the camera every time you won. We're incredibly unlucky, chat. 9 lands to go for it to the infinite. Harvest Pyre, Crackling Drake. I know you haven't won any matches yet, opponent, but I want you to know that I like the cut of your jib. What would you consider better value to play? I enjoy drafting, but also really want to get into honestly, the better value in what you're playing is just in whichever one you prefer more. If you're looking for an actual video game to play, Arena's an actual Magic video game. So the reason why I've played the second Gemstone Caverns out here is because my opponent has showed me that they have a copy of Izzet Charm in their deck, which means I would like to be able to play around counter unless I pay 2 with this Simian Spirit Guide and this Gemstone Mines. If they remand me here, the Simian Spirit Guide means I get to kill them again. Is a logic knot? Feels like a logic knot. Counter unless I pay 2. Oh, my sweet summer child. Let me tell you a story. Sit on down on Papa's lap and let me tell you a story about the fair and balanced Magic the Gathering card Simian Spirit Guide. I tell you what. Wanted to keep that extra card in your graveyard, did you, opponent? That's it's interesting. Let's see, it's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him, shall we? See if it pays off for him. All right, so we are deterministic at this point. We have killed our opponent, so we're gonna go ahead and hit them for 3. Then we're gonna go ahead and enter the infinite here. We actually haven't had a good clean enter the infinite kill yet. So we enter the infinite, we draw our deck, we put Omniscience back on top of our deck, we cast Fury of the Horde to take a combat step. Then we enter combat again. Narset attacks. She exiles the what's it called? The Omniscience off the top of her deck. Yeah, this is feeling like I'm probably gonna do 2 picks today, 1 for modern and 1 for standard. This definitely feels like the standard or the modern Hoogle pick. Like we've had some quality games of Magic in this league. All right, so we cast the Omniscience. We cast Emrakul with Omniscience, take an extra turn. But wait! Jeff, there's 0 cards in your deck, Jeff. If you untap and start your next turn, you'll lose the game because you can't draw a card. But wait, mere mortals in chat, enter the infinite. Says you get to put a card from your hand back on top of your deck. So we will cast this enter the infinite and not draw anything, but put a card from our hand back on top of our deck. And then we will have a card to draw, which will let us attack with the Emrakul, killing our opponent while they have 0 permanents in play. Just good clean living, really. All right, Boseiju in. Trim some Omniscience. Yep. Toish Imp, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot less silly content on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. I appreciate it. All right, so this hand has Faithless Looting and Narset in it, but putting a Narset into exile with the Serum Powder makes all of our future pull from eternities much better, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This hand's actually really good, right? Because I get to Gemstone Cavern, pull the Narset during their upkeep before they can have a counterspell up, and then I like have Boseiju in play and just like need to draw a Goryo's Vengeance. And if we draw Goryo's Vengeance on turn 1, we actually turn 1 them with the Simian Spirit Guide. Woo! Just some good clean living. Sarkin, remember Stoneforge is too good for the format. I know. God bless us. At least we are protected from Stoneforge, chat. All right, world's jankiest Entomb. A drunk Megazord with the $25 tip. Bumping my Jeskai submission up. Thank you for all the great content. Drunk Megazord, can you let me know which Jeskai submission? I'm sorry, I've got a lot going on and I don't always write down who sent in what. Gosh, we're so incredibly unlucky, chat. Didn't draw Goryo's Vengeance on 1. How incredibly unlucky. I mean, it's fine. Their deck does not. Woo, doggy. Gosh, I'm sorry that we had to wait till turn 2, chat. I would like to apologize for how long it took to kill our opponent this game. I know turn 2 is completely unacceptable, but I would wish that if you could find it in your heart of hearts to forgive me. What is that? What is that stinky pile of dog doo-doo? All right. Well, we could get spell pierced here. Thankfully, I have this Fury of the Horde in my hand, so we're gonna get to go again here. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna do it again. Don't spell pierce me. God bless. All right. Are you still playing Warhammer? How do you judge today's changes? I am still playing Warhammer. I don't know what today's changes are. I've been working all day. While this may not look like, good golly. Oh wait. Nope. That's we actually just full bricked, huh? We actually just full. We flew too close to the sun, chat. The pride cometh before the fall, etc. etc. Man, there is justice in this world. I thought we were gonna win an entire match, chat. I was really excited. I thought we were gonna win an entire match. All right. So the problem is that, so I can entomb the Narset, but like this Goryo's Vengeance is just gone, right? So I have to like draw. We're not dead. I'm gonna pass the turn and we could like draw a third Goryo's Vengeance, but we are incredibly unlucky. Can you post a picture of the new house you're building with all these bricks? Now, for those of you that are wondering, again, if you're just coming in, this deck wins by hitting cards that let us take extra combat steps with Narset, and we went through 8 cards there without finding one of them, or an Enter the Infinite, which would allow us to win the game on the spot. Wow. Wow, way to kick a man when he's down, Magic Online. Just like, what if it's the next card, Hogland? What if it's the next card? Couldn't they like put a couple of lands on top and then like eventually let me draw the Enter the Infinite? Goryo's Vengeance. Good golly, we're gonna draw like just 4 straight running enters here, aren't we? Just 4 straight running Enter the Infinites. This league's been great. This league's been just quite fantastic. Who's the cloud that made goalie? This is going to be the featured league for this deck for the foreseeable future on my site. This league's been fantastic. Thanks for poking us into playing this today. Chat, and remember, we won game 1 like the skilled magicians that we are. So if we lose this game in a very unlucky manner, we will get to play another game in this match. Motion to end modern on this note and go to standard. No, I have one more cut the line donation. So we had somebody, Captain Command, sorry, boosted up Black White Friends. So we're gonna end on Black White Friends in modern. Go ahead and run this back here. That's fine. I feel like with just a little bit more luck, we'll be able to slide on in this last one. I would not like to go first. Stop asking. This hand is not particularly good. Thank you. It gets a do-over. Oh. This hand's actually really good. All right. We haven't died to our own spoils of the vault yet this league. So who thinks, is this going to be, I feel like we're due to die to spoils of the vault, right? Like this has got to be it. This has got to be the die to spoils of the vault game, right? All right, so I'm going to spoils. So here's how this works. We need to, there's a little bit, there's no guarantees with this deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to spoils for Gemstone Mine. And then hopefully when we're finding Gemstone Mine, we're going to spoils past Narset so we can build our own Jinky and Tomb here. So we're going to spoils for Gemstone Mine. Look at that. Went to 9. Spoils past the Narset. Okay. Our Entomb has been assembled. So then... this is so tough, chat. I really want to kill them on turn 1 here, but they could have a Dispel or they could have a Spell Snare. Am I supposed to go? I think we're supposed to wait till turn 2. Will chat forgive me if I wait till turn 2? Is it unforgivable to wait till turn 2? $20 bounty if you win turn 1. Well, that's all I needed to hear. That's all. That we aren't here to beat things. That's all I needed to hear, folks. All right, let's put our land into play. Let's get our Narset back. We are on turn 2. No! No! Oh no! It didn't matter, chat. They had the incredibly unfair surgical extraction. This is just completely unreasonable. Just won the game on the first turn. Somebody was winning on the first turn. We didn't realize that it wasn't gonna be us, chat. Can we ban surgical extraction yet? This card is incredibly unfair and unreasonable. It just ruins the most balanced modern diets. This deck's a hoot. If you play this deck, you should not expect to win many matches of Magic. That was one of the best leagues we played in a long time on Magic Online, not gonna lie. It was a good old show. If you want to see more with this deck, if you haven't seen us play it before, jeffhoagland.com, click modern decks at the top in the meme section. You'll find this with a ton of other videos. Can you whisper me? Click on my name here, Drunk Megazord. Please and thank you. All right, so I've got one more modern league before we're done for today. We're gonna play some